Well, guys, it finally happened. Thanksgiving's coming. The weather's getting really cold, and today's the first day I'm wearing pants. I've been wearing shorts all year, but it's time. I'm wearing pants. You know what that means? It's time to watch out for the winds. It's time to watch out for the weather in NFL games. And yeah, it's a pants day. I'm whipping out the pants, bringing back the pants. I'm wearing pants, no socks yet. I don't wear socks. I don't really wear shoes, but we're working pants. And I just want to make it clear to everybody out there the hack life, the Elito hacker life, I didn't choose it. It chose me. All right. This is my destiny to hack fantasy football lineups. If there's no hacking going on, it's all right. I'll live to hack another day. But that's what we do here. And if you're new to this channel, if you're watching the replay, make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn on bell notifications. We're here today to hack people's fantasy accounts, tinker with their lineups, maybe send out a message, maybe change their team logos. That's what we do on this show. There's nothing quite like it. Who else is hacking lineups? Who else is hacking fantasy accounts? We even hack CBS accounts. That's nothing. Yahoo, ESPN, hacked. Sleeper accounts get hacked. I even hack websites that I'm not even sure what they are. They're weird. People pay $59 a year for them, $29 a year. Non-hype beast in the building, Ozai in the building. If Chase practices full Friday, you starting him. Depends who you got, but I'm thinking yes. I mean, there's not unless you got a top 12 option to start at all your wide receiver and flex spots. I think you're gonna roll with Jamar Chase. Couch, I want to say I'm sorry for doubting you about the Browns Bills game. Oh yeah, there was somebody that was like, I'm from Buffalo and it's nothing. You know what your rhetoric, your talk reminded me of like people that live in Florida who never move out because of the hurricanes. And I mean, I don't live there. I get it. Like people in Florida, you guys get what are they? Are they hurricanes? Hurricanes or I think they're hurricanes. Whatever it is, bunch of wind and ocean water, whatever. I know in Japan there's a lot of typhoons, but I know a lot of people there. They're like they get it like all the time, and they just stay in their house and relax. So I get it, you're used to it, but yeah, I mean we're talking about record breaking or possibly record breaking numbers in snow, and yeah, I mean it was over 4 feet of snow. You said 80 inches. Honestly, I didn't even know that. Are you serious? Oh, so well over 6.5 feet. Dang, that's crazy. So it was over 6 feet. Okay, that's got to break some kind of record. What's up, Albert? Chase or DK if he is questionable? Might just want to go with Metcalf. Yeah, I probably just go Metcalf. His first game. I like that Vegas matchup. That is pretty close though. It was very close. I don't expect Jamar Chase to be anywhere near 100% this first game. I really don't, and that's why I'm saying Metcalf. So I know Metcalf's not necessarily top 12, but he's what like top 20, top 18 ish. Yeah, I guess I'm starting a top 20 wide receiver over Jamar Chase. Yeah, I remember. Was that the Eagles game? Nah, I don't think it was the Eagles game. It's probably Philadelphia. Oh, people hitting me up with the questions. Would you play Fields or Brady? Um, well, just it's all about Justin Fields' injury. I don't expect Justin Fields to play. He is technically day to day. So as for now, you're starting Brady. Zeke or Patterson, or bench Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with DK Metcalf. Let's go with Metcalf. Yeah, that's right. It is Mike White season. One of my favorites. A lot of people asking me, what do you do with tight end? What are we doing with the tight end position? And one of my favorite moves right now. I mean, I'm not that strong on it, but it is a good sleeper move. Tight end is so decimated unless you have Mark Andrews, Muth, or Kelsey. What I recommend you do, the only way out of this, because you're not going to be able to trade. Who's going to trade you a tight end, number one? And number two, trade deadlines are over for some leagues, and they'll definitely be over like tomorrow. Yeah, like today's the last day to trade anyway. So if you're watching the replay, trade deadline's already passed in every league. One move I recommend doing to try to get yourself out of this tight end hole is to add Tyler Conklin, who's a free agent, right? He's available as a free agent right now. So go get Tyler Conklin as a stash. I likely don't want to start him this week, but I think you go get Tyler Conklin, you stash him, and whether you hate that piece of advice or you hate Conklin or want to do that, regardless, big picture general advice, I think the best way out of this hole is to roster two tight ends. Almost all the bye weeks are over. What do we have? 6 teams that are on bye coming up? 6 or 8. Um, almost all the bye weeks are over. So you're able to roster two tight ends. So roster two tight ends and hope one of them has a mini breakout. We see these breakouts late. They're typically not for the tight end position. They're more for running backs and wide receivers. Rashad Penny last year, Amon-Ra St. Brown last year. Not really too many tight ends that break out at the end of the season. Usually happens in the beginning, which was Tyler Conklin until Zach Wilson took over the offense. So I think you roster two tight ends. Be proactive because we're throwing one extra dart at the tight end position. In most leagues, rostering three tight ends is a little too excessive. It's not really practical. But what you want to do is roster two. If you have a deep bench, roster three. If you're in a dynasty league, roster 6 tight ends, whatever it takes. Roster some tight ends and hope one of them hits. So, like for instance, I'm starting Evan Ingram this week. And then I stashed Tyler Conklin. You see what I mean? One guy, Evan Ingram, who's fairly trustworthy. He's not great. He's okay. And then I got Tyler Conklin, just in case some things change. The Jets offense obviously is ever changing. Breece Hall gets injured. Zach Wilson gets injured. Zach Wilson takes over. Now Zach Wilson is inactive. So Elijah Moore, and it's just a lot going on. Corey Davis injury. So that's what I like. That's one of my sleeper tight ends as a stash. But If you don't like Conklin, just replace him with another tight end. And as long as you're rostering 2 tight ends, I feel like you got a good shot at one of them hitting. Because everyone's going through these tight end woes. I mean, how many real tight ends are there left? Kittle's a real tight end now because that Niners offense is humming. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 real tight ends. Here are 7. Yeah, 7. So it's Hawkinson, Dalton Schultz, Kittle, Higbee, Pat Fryermuth, Mark Andrews, and Kelsey. And I mean, that's kind of reaching it. Then number 8 would, I guess, be Greg Dulcich. Number 9 would probably be Conklin. And then you got Evan Ingram around there. It just gets all wishy-washy. So you got about 5 to 7 real tight ends that you can start. Yeah, there is some hope with starting Taysom Hill. If we just look at the stats, which I think gives us the best assessment of who Taysom Hill is and what we're going to do with Taysom Hill, is that he is a very volatile, inconsistent tight end. He'll get you 3 points or he'll get you 15 points. It's not great. I prefer not to start Taysom Hill. We know he will get used every week. I play PPR. Am I in any? I don't think I'm in one league that's no, I'm in a tiered PPR league. So, but virtually every league I'm in is full PPR, except that tiered PPR league. Where running backs get a quarter point, wide receivers get half point, and tight ends get 0.75. What am I talking about right now? Oh yeah. So in a PPR league, Taysom Hill is catching like what 2? He's getting like 2 receptions per season. We can't. Yeah, that's why I don't like Taysom Hill. I'd rather have a tight end that's going to get 4+ targets. That's the line I draw. 4+ targets is my minimum. I'm looking for a tight end that's going to get at least 4 targets. What's a good tight end? 5 or more targets. What's a great tight end? 6 or more targets in a game. Should I trade Pickens for Garrett Wilson? No, I would not. Like I said, this team is ever changing. Even if Garrett Wilson is really good, I would bank on him being really inconsistent. But as far as Pickens, we know the quarterback's going to throw the ball, and we know Pickens is going to get a insane target share. Well, not even insane, just he's going to get a good target share. Like after this Claypool trade, that's been really evident. It's been really etched in stone here, carved in stone. It was a strong theory. Now it's written in stone. Now we know. It's a blood tattoo. It's a red tattoo permanently inked on your forehead. That's just perfect. Gatorade Zero in the freezer for 32 minutes. Oh my God. That's so good. Should I trade Dameon Pierce? Buy low, sell high, my friend. When's your trade deadline? Trade deadline ends in what, like 3 hours? You're not going to get much for him, buddy. Yeah. These are really not yes or no answers, but I would say no if I had to make it a yes or no answer. Jeff Wilson or Pollard? I think we're going to go with Jeff Wilson. Let's go Jeff Wilson here. Does anybody want to get hacked? Because we don't have to hack anybody. That's totally fine. Anybody has anybody played Cuphead? I really like that game. What is Dameon Pierce value after they benched Davis Mills? Yeah, I love that game. It's really hard, and I beat it. I beat it and on like the hard modes and stuff. That was insane. During the off season, I can't play during the season. Dameon Pierce. I know the answer. I just how do I put it into words? So Dameon Pierce, I'm on stupid incognito mode. Give me a sec. Let me log into my sleeper on incognito. Give me a second here. In other words, let me hack myself. Oh, please. Oh, man. I don't know my password. What is my freaking password, bro? Ah, give me a second. All right, let's look up Dameon Pierce just to have a visual. I just want a visual up while I talk about it. Oh, what I'm trying to say is that you're talking about value, you're talking about trade value because who cares what I think and what you think? All if you're not trading, all that matters is start or sit. You're not dropping this guy. You're not adding him. So when you talk about value, you're only talking about what your potential trade partner would value this person. Public perception would value this player. So that although the quarterback switch may hurt Dameon Pierce, it can't get any worse. So let's just say that the quarterback switch did not happen. Let me just read you the fantasy points rounded up from rounded off from week 4. All right, just draw a graph in your head. Peep this. So week 4, 26 points, then 20, 16, 14.1, 13.9, 12.2, and 3.7. Again, let me just kind of, without the decimals, let me just round it up just to make it more dramatic. 26, 20, 16, 14, under 14, 12, and then 3. He's literally gotten worse points every single week since week 4. So although I think Kyle Allen is a bad quarterback and I think he's worse than Davis Mills, it doesn't matter. Davis Mills was so bad that a quarterback switch adds a mysterious factor, an X factor, a wild card, a joker card, an unknown, and I'd rather take that than nothing. So at least we add another factor. I mean, Matt went from Matt Ryan to Sam Ellinger. That was bad. Oh, we didn't know that per se. I mean, we knew that Sam Ellinger was a worse quarterback, probably. But this is much closer. This one's much closer. Kyle Allen could outplay Davis Mills easily. But regardless, quarterback or not, The quarterback change is not going to affect public perception, and I'm sorry. What's going to affect public perception is this guy putting up 3 freaking fantasy points and steadily declining. Some might call this a free fall. I mean, it's been a consistent, steady decline since week 4. And it peaked too. It went up. Look at these numbers. Let me show you guys something. Look at that. It's an exact chart. Let's draw. I want to make this a fun app. Let's draw this out on a chart. Look at this, guys. 4. So week 1, 4, then 8, then 18, and then the peak week we're talking about week 4 against the terrible Chargers, 26, and then terrible Jags, 20. I guess the Jags aren't terrible, but it's still they're not good. Yeah, I mean, it's been bad. And also take it. During that peak, he did face much easier defenses. So he started out without any snaps, kind of harder defenses. Then he went on to the Bears and Chargers. That's way better matchups. And then he kind of went to tougher matchups against the Titans, Eagles, Giants, and Commanders. I heard the Commanders are really good against the run. Are they the best against the run or best against RB, something like that? If we draw this, what's the easiest way to draw this out on a chart? Come on. Oh, I got it. I think I got it. Give me a second here. Freaking. I just charted out Dameon Pierce fantasy points. All right, look at this, guys. There we go. We're making charts. This is Dameon Pierce's fantasy points. So we're really harping on this question. So when you ask, where is this guy's value? I don't think the quarterback's what's going to be making the big difference here. It's been declining pretty bad. And then they just signed Eno Benjamin last week, and he was a healthy scratch. I believe healthy. That's pretty bad. Like, Eno Benjamin's going to probably be active soon, I'm guessing. Yeah. If Mixon can't go, start Rashad. What I need. That's not the question you need to ask is should I start Rashad White or this player? So don't worry about me. Just ask me. Do I start Rashad White or so Rashad White is a good start, but I need to know who your other option is. Without knowing your other options, I'll just say yes. Rashad White's a good start. But there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to take your screenshots. Dameon Pierce. Oh, I misspelled his name. Typo. Fantasy points. When you draw it out on a chart, it's not looking great. Not looking great. Should I start Garrett Wilson or Donovan Peoples-Jones? The answer would easily be Donovan Peoples-Jones, if not for the win. So I'm going to say Garrett Wilson. Very talented. Actually, this isn't that hard of a one. I'm going to go with Garrett Wilson on this one. Yeah, I agree with Malachi. Start Geno Smith against the Raiders. Rashad White or Pacheco. Cole, go with Rashad White. David Bell, he's not really a great stash. I'll say no. It's not like it's a terrible stash. But when are you going to start David Bell? Is he a league winner? No, he's the fourth option on that team. Nah. David Bell is for Dynasty fantasy football. David Bell, nah, unless you're in a deep league, David Bell, like I don't see him cracking your lineup. Like when I don't know. I don't see it. He'll be fine, but yeah, I think what that roster space could be better used for Getting a defense like the Browns that has a good week 13 matchup, or getting a defense that has a good week 15 matchup. It could be used for hoarding a third quarterback or a second quarterback. Like Geno Smith or Jimmy Garoppolo or something like that, or Jared Goff or Trevor Lawrence or even Derek Carr. There's just a third. I'd rather use that spot instead of David Bell. I'd rather use that for a third tight end if you don't have a Kelsey or Kittle or something like that, or Mark Andrews. So there's just a lot of options for you there. What's up, Simon? Simon, by the way, is a member. Shout out to the members. Oh, I had to get a quick shout out to our new patron, Patreon. Andrew just joined yesterday. So thank you so much, Andrew, for joining the Patreon. Huge shout out to Andrew. I believe I already gave a shout out to Dameon and Kevin, but just in case I didn't, shout out to Dameon and Kevin as well. All right. We do have membership. If you want to join a member, you get cool emojis and a Discord role, and just helps support the channel. I think it's $2.99 a month. Simon is the second member on this channel? Should I start Swift, Olave, or Jeff Wilson? I think we bench Swift another week, because why would we start him, right? Like, we don't trust him. So we got Swift. Yeah, we just wouldn't start him. So it's between Olave, I love him, and Jeff Wilson. And I'm going to have to go with Jeff Wilson, because every time this guy touches the ball, hold your breath, he can go the distance against this matchup. He's in a great position. The team loves using him. He's the perfect fit on that offense. Like, he was good on the Niners, and now he's significantly better on the Dolphins. It's crazy. Go with the high floor. Just go Jeff Wilson. Is just really a no-brainer here. Get your, he's going to get you double-digit fantasy points. Pretty sure it's at 3 still. Oh, you got this is a sequel to your question? Jeez, my God. What's up, bro? Need a defense, Cowboys or Dolphins? I'm gonna go with the Dolphins D here. Cowboys D slightly worse this week. Now, keep in mind the Cowboys D is much better long term. So if it's gonna hurt you to roster both defenses, stick with the Cowboys D. But if you're asking me which defense I like better, and in one of my dynasty leagues, we have defenses and I have both, I'm starting the Dolphins defense, right? It's the Dolphins D going against a mess of the Texans, a declining Dameon Pierce and Kyle Allen at QB. Also need a RB, 2 points PPR between Jamal Williams, Pacheco, and Deontay Foreman. I might go Pacheco here. Unfortunately, Pacheco's doesn't get any touchdowns and doesn't get any receptions, but let's go Pacheco. I always like to think ahead. I like to throw the punch right early before the target gets there. And my assessment with Pacheco last week was right. It wasn't a genius thing or anything. I was just saying, like, look, you can't trust these Chiefs running backs, even though Pacheco's a must add. Look, I like it. I like Pacheco much more this week than I did last week, because last week the Chiefs defense wasn't the number one fantasy defense. This week, the Chiefs D is number one. They're super heavy favorites. And Pacheco, I think it's a Pacheco game. He's still an RB2. He's still not an elite option or anything like that. But I'm saying, you guys know everything's recorded here. I don't delete it. I talked about Pacheco last week. Obviously, got a million Pacheco questions, so you can go check. No one's going to go check. I'm just saying, last week I liked Pacheco, but not much. I told I think I basically told everyone to bench him. Like, look, I don't trust these Chiefs running backs because other people had good options. This wasn't like they had Pacheco and like Chuba Hubbard. I would have said Pacheco, but you had Pacheco and a good option. I went with the good option. This week, though, I like Pacheco more. So I would start Pacheco out of those three options. I really believe in him a little bit more this week. Also need two receivers between Hollywood, Palmer, Pickens, and Peoples Jones. Let's go. Number one, Pickens is a must start. And then let's bench Hollywood. His first game back, supposed to be on a pitch count. So it's between Palmer and Donovan Peoples Jones. And I'm gonna probably say Palmer because of the wind. Oops, wrong website. NFL weather. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. So the Buccaneers, possible light rain, 12-mile-an-hour winds. I think the winds could be a little bit stronger than that, actually. Versus, and we already decided Pickens. What was your other option? That's in a dome. Palmer. Yeah, let's go Palmer. Pretty sure Mike Williams is gonna be out. Yeah, that's in a dome. Let's go Palmer. Would you trade Diggs for Keenan Allen and Kittle? No, I don't know. My remaining wide receivers would be Gabe Davis. Oh, you have both Bills wide receivers, Lockett, Jacoby, and Allen. If I do the trade, non PPR. I wish I knew who your tight end was. I probably would not because quality over quantity. Kittle is a quality piece. Keenan is a quality piece with a huge injury risk. And Kittle's a little bit of an injury risk. You taking on a lot of injury risk. I mean, I'd rather trade Gabe Davis for a tight end. Could you trade Gabe Davis for, I don't know, who do we got? TJ Hawk? You probably can't. I mean, I don't think this is a great trade. I get if you have to do it, and if it's a tight end wasteland where it's impossible to get a tight end. Yeah, it's a tough question. I'm just telling you, I don't like the trade value. I don't like the trade. It's not ideal, and I'd hope you can find a better trade to fulfill your tight end fantasies or to fulfill your tight end position in fantasy. Well, both of those sound pretty. I did it. Both of those well, the first one I was trying to make a joke. Both of those phrases sound pretty risque, I would say. Yeah, Cordell Patterson will be fine. I do think. Is there room to worry? Yeah, a little bit of room to worry there. Jeff Wilson or Devin Singletary? Good question, but the Jeff Wilson experiment has been working great. So let's ride with Jeff Wilson. Another quick question. Man, I got so many questions. Man. I'm trying to answer questions, man. Yeah, don't start Graham Gano. I think that's a good way to answer your question and everyone's Graham Gano question. Don't start Graham Gano. This is gonna You're looking for kickers. This is you here. Get out of my face. Dog DNA test on that. So you want to try to? Do you guys watch my waiver video? You want to try to get Cameron Dicker or better? But oh, you did ask Gano, and I don't have Gano here because he hurt my feelings, and I don't want to talk about him. So you want to get 5 or better? That's right. I didn't even have Gano up here. Yeah, so get Dicker, and there's not a big difference between these guys. So whichever one you want is fine. Go get Cameron Dicker. It's in a dome. I love it. Go get Robbie Gold. Go get Evan McPherson. Go get Brett Maher. Go get Jason Myers. Go get one of those 5 guys. I really that's what I'm doing in all my leagues. I have one of those 5 guys kicking. And yeah, I like Ryan Suckup, but I'm a little bit worried about the weather. It's easily Bass. Come on. Just roll with Higbee. Roll with Tyler Higbee. Don't do that trade. Try to trade away Gabe Davis. Every video. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Should I ask these questions? No, bro. I'm skipping a bunch of questions. I can't. No one's hitting the super chat, and I get a lot of questions. I'm trying. I'm trying my best. But then there's these questions that are asking questions about answering questions, and I can't. I don't know what to do. I can't answer every question. So if you do want to get guaranteed for me to answer your question, hit me up with a super chat donation. I have Kyler and Cousins at QB. I also have Deshaun Watson stash, and he's coming back. Would it be bad to drop Cousins now? Kyler Murray's not 100%, and he has a bye week, but Watson's coming back next week. What's the odds that Kyler plays? Like 99.9%? I mean, that's up to you, man. That's not really like that's up to you. Like, we all have the facts. Is there like a hot waiver wire pickup? I suppose it's fine because worst case scenario, you just go add like Jimmy G, right? You go add Jimmy G or Goff or Trevor Lawrence or I don't know, somebody, Colt McCoy. Yeah, just add Colt McCoy, Carr, Danny Dimes, Pickett. Yeah. It's not like Cousins is a great start this week. Yeah, I don't say it's a guarantee. I think there's 99% chance Kyler starts, over 99% maybe even, but it's not a guarantee. And trust me, I've been playing fantasy football for just about 2 decades now, and it's like when you're thinking about like the 0.8% chance thing happening, after you played 1,000 matchups, that thing will happen a few times. Like, it does happen. We've seen crazy late scratches, have we not? Like, we've seen them. Gus Edwards is not that great of a stash. I may have even ranked him too high. Actually, I didn't rank him too high. I mean, I could have ranked him number 8. Maybe I did rank him slightly high. But no, Gus Edwards is not a great stash. He's only a good stash in deep leagues. He's like your RB6, RB5, because that's the thing. Gus Edwards, you're not starting him this week. And the moment he has a good game, he'll be on your bench, and then it'll be too late because J.K. Dobbins might come back. So he's not a great. The only reason Gus Edwards will be a great stash if I was guaranteed that Dobbins wouldn't be coming back. Now Dobbins has already been out like 4, maybe 5 games, so he'll be back possibly soon. I don't know when he's coming back. Yeah, this weather site, to be honest, it's not that accurate, NFLweather.com, but at least it's something. We get to, at least it gives us an idea of what's going on. Start Jeff Wilson, Javier. Yeah, I read your comment, Simon. Yeah, I get it. Jimmy G's looking much better now after that trade. The whole team's looking good. Would you trade Davis for Komet? You could really roll with Higbee, but sure, you can. That's a good trade. I like having 2 tight ends in this tight end climate. Jason Myers or Tyler Bass? I'm a Tyler Bass truther Let's just go Tyler Bass all the freaking way, bro. Bills at Lions in a dome. Bro, Tyler Bass is like the best kicker in fantasy. Tucker's the GOAT, obviously. So, like, I guess you could say he's number two. I love Tyler Bass. Just go Tyler Bass. Tyler Bass in a dome in a plus matchup. Come on. Tyler Bass all the freaking way, bro. Tyler Bass. I kind of wanted to make a team logo. I'll probably answer some questions while doing it. This is, by the way, the first Hack My Lineup where nobody's donated to do it. Um, every week we've had a bidding war basically, and which is fine. I know. I mean, it's all good. I get the chillax. It's not, but I got a new team name Cup. Obviously, Cooper Cup's hurt, but we could still use this in Dynasty. I kind of want to make a doing it live a Cooper Cup. This one's a cool picture here. Oh, this one. There we go. Both of these are cool. This one, that one's cool. I really like this one. And then this one's cool. No, let's go with this one. Yeah, it's all look, it's all good. Does that mean you're gonna pick a random winner in here to have? I'd rather just chill. I do that a lot though, and it's fine. I'd rather just chill. I mean, I'm answering questions, so I'll definitely yeah. It's all answering questions for free. It's all good. Guess we're just gonna hack. I mean, I guess we're just gonna answer questions. Um, honestly, wanted to do this. It's so weird. I wanted to do some photoshopping tonight on this live stream. Okay, Cuphead. Here we go. Jeremy, thank you so much, man. Jeremy hits me up. I didn't want to sound like I was begging. Thank you so much, Jeremy. All right. He just hooks me up, Jeremy. I don't know who the members are. I forget the names, but that makes sense that it probably is Jeremy. Does he have a yellow name? You can't I mean a green name? Can't even see it. Go. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Yeah, he is. Well, there you go. Bro, I can't see the questions. I don't know. What do you want from me, dude? There's like nobody watching the live stream, and there's a million questions. I'm doing the best I can. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, there's a lot of you're on YouTube. You see all the comments. I can't, man. I can't scroll and do all this. I'm doing my best. Oh, here we are. Is that you? Here we are. Najee, Monty, or Miles Sanders. I'm literally I'm asking. I'm answering questions. I'm a human. I'm not. Maybe I'm not that smart. All right. Maybe I'm not that good. I'm doing my best. Najee, Monty, or Miles Sanders. Najee, Montgomery, Miles Sanders. Let's go with Najee Harris. My second choice would be Montgomery. So keep tabs on Jalen Warren. If Jalen Warren's out, Najee Harris for sure. But I'm going with the let's bench Miles Sanders. So at least we narrowed it down for sure. I appreciate you, Jeremy. Why don't you just, bro? Like is this kind of ridiculous that you're asking? You say 1, 2, 3 comments. Why don't you just ask your question? You're making it harder already. Like, how am I supposed to find that? Just ask the question again, then, instead of like leaving a bunch of comments. You making me feel bad, putting me down. See, there you're doing it again, bro. How is this making it easier? Montgomery or Pittman? I think we're gonna go with Montgomery. Yeah, let's get those guaranteed points, guys. Let's get those guaranteed points. Montgomery. Let's go Rashad White. Oh, there's you have a million questions. Oh God. Oh no. Rashad White over Patterson. Brain, you just got to answer to every question, man. I get. Oh no, I can't. It's impossible. That's the thing. It's not physically possible. I can't. Oh, we got to switch the glasses, man. Some of you leaving hater comments. I'm not going to be able to see them now with these. Just letting you know. If you leave some hater comments, I can't see them with these hating blocking glasses. I can't do it. Olave or Pittman? And we're going to have to go with Pittman. $39 over under, my God. It's not like the Saints are going to crush them. Yeah, I guess we go with Pittman. That's a close one. That's a good question. Godwin or St. Brown? We're going to go with Amon Ra St. Brown. Did Odell sign with the Cowboys? Nah, I don't think so. Don't you think my phone would be going nuts? Like absolutely nuts. This is an easy. Mariota or Kirk Cousins? Go with Kirk Cousins. All right. Let's bring up some of these smooth ones. Smooth. 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 Pick one out of 3 to flex. Jacoby Mears versus Vikings. Dapper J versus Books. DeMarcus Robinson versus Jags. I'm not a D-Rob believer. I think we're just going to go with Jacoby Myers. Let's go Jacoby. Jacoby Myers. All right, that's easy. Should I risk playing Fields versus Jets or Tannehill versus Bengals? Don't you have another option? I honestly don't think Fields plays. So, and this is not a question we can answer now. Justin Fields plays Sunday morning. Tannehill plays Sunday morning at the same time. So why would we decide this now? Maybe you can get a better option. It sounds like there's a good chance you can't. But I mean, even Matt Ryan, Kenny Pickett, Derek Carr, possibly even Colt McCoy. Well, Colt McCoy's not going to play. My bad. Yeah, if you're talking about Tannehill, that's probably not a better option. But don't decide this now. Let's wait and see what's up. At least wait till Friday to see the practice participation levels. Oh wait, did we get a donation? It says $9.99. Oh, there we go. Okay, Val, thank you so much for the big time super chat. Happy early Thanksgiving. Week 12. Dolphins defense or Eagles D? We're going to go with the Dolphins D. And keep in mind, just like I answered that other guy, Eagles D is much better long term. It's not even close. But this week, actually, it's you really want to start Miami over Philly D, in my opinion. Eagles D is kind of just an average defense this week, while Dolphins D is kind of elite. Better in redraft, Cordell Patterson or Pacheco? Patterson. Patterson this week, and this week it's close, but definitely rest of the season. I'm going Patterson on this one. Hold on. We have to ask Smooth. We have to answer Smooth. Otherwise, he's going to get mad at us. We don't want Smooth to be mad, do we? Need one out of these 3 defenses to start. Colts, Panthers. Let's see. How do I do you watch my videos? Are these on my videos? Yeah, Colts and Steelers are very close. And then you got the Panthers. Yeah, I don't trust the Panthers. And Vikings. You know what's cool? The Vikings have a really good matchup week 13. I don't think it's a great one, but I forget who they play. Could be the Jets. I don't know. I would go Steelers D. Steelers D for the sacks. Thank you again, Val. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's about to be Thanksgiving like in an hour, right? Technically. Someplace in Atlantic time. Alan Lazard versus Eagles. I don't like Alan Lazard. Chiefs or Dolphins D, just like it's. Oh, I'm not even sharing the screen. I forgot to share the screen. Here. Chiefs D. Chiefs is going to be ranked my number one defense. I'll start working on my rankings tonight. Probably come out with it tonight. Chiefs D's number one defense this week. Yeah, let's say yes. But the Patriots are known to shut down the opposing team's best player. But yeah, let's just say yes. Betting against Jefferson's usually a dumb thing to do. Jets versus Vikings week 14. It was a lot better of a bye week matchup for Cousins backing up Murray when I drafted. All right. Make this like cup blue. There we go. I don't even need to do all that. Yeah, that's not looking good. I do need to do this. Let's get this match in. Oh, stupid feather. I'm stuck on Patterson versus Zeke. Go ahead and bench Ezekiel Elliott. I'm torn between Sanders and Patterson. That's actually one of the closest ones. It's much closer than some of the other questions here. Um let's go with Miles Sanders. That's very close. Let's go with that. I think Miles Sanders has that high floor. Pick 3 full PPR. Who's Murray? Oh, Latavius. I thought that meant Kyler. Yeah, Latavius actually the number 1 start here. Yeah, let's go with Latavius. No running backs in Denver other than Marlon Mack. Let's go. Yeah, Latavius. Man, I think we're gonna start the running backs. Chico. Yeah, let's start the running backs. All right, so we're gonna start number 1 Latavius, number 2 Singletary, and number 3 Pacheco. That is corrupt 6550. Start Latavius, Singletary, and then Pacheco. Yeah, that's a good. I even though I'm a big Cortland Sutton fan, it's can't really justify starting him. Um, he may get shut down by Trey Diggs, Trayvon Diggs. That's a tough one. Yeah, and that's exactly what we did on this one, Corrupt. We started the high floor guys and let our opponent screw up by having him start these avant-garde, indie guys, right? Have him get creative, contrarian, sleeper, while we just get, these 3 guaranteed double-digit guys. Getting at least 10 from those running backs. Let your opponent start some funky guys. Actually, if that's your team, it's not looking that great. That's a lot. What happened to your team? Hopefully you got some really like awesome tight end. Like, hopefully you got like Kelsey and Mahomes. Because God, that's worse than some of my worst teams. I'm only eliminated in 1 league, and I have better options than that. I got JT. But hopefully you win, man. I'm always rooting for the underdog. In a bind with Lamar, he's getting me low points every week. I don't know what advice to give Lamar Jackson owners, but I will offer some insight. He apparently has an injury. It's minor, But Harbaugh alluded to that he's dealing with something. Lamar Jackson doesn't suck, and he's definitely not elite. Where's he ranking nowadays? Where's Lamar Jackson? QB6. That's not bad. And he had his bye week. But it's all from those 2 weeks, right? Week 2 and week 3. It's all from there. So, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? He's still a good quarterback. Like, he's not going to do worse than oh, I forgot to share this. He's not going to do worse than Brady per se, right? So, yeah. But other than those 2 weeks, let's just say he's a low end QB1. He's more like QB 10, 11, 12, that range. He's putting up similar points to Tom Brady. So where is he? QB 18? Yeah. So Lamar's putting up more closer to like QB 13 numbers. Well, there you go. At least you do have the best tight end, and you have a top 3 quarterback. So you got CFC. So that's good. All right. Yeah, trust me, I have Kelsey and in 2 leagues, and he's carrying me in both those leagues. He's single-handedly winning me games. It's funny because I have Pollard in both those leagues too. So I only have 2 leagues with Pollard and 2 leagues with Kelsey. And both those I keep winning, even though the rest of the team's all injured. Those two carrying my team. Start Slayton, Carter, Pickens, and Tyler Boyd. Let's bench Michael Carter. Definitely start Pickens. And I think we might start Boyd. Actually, no. So start Pickens. Yeah, let's go Michael Carter and Pickens. Those two. I can't answer that now because of Njoku's injury. So keep tabs on his practice participation level. None of them play on Thanksgiving, right? So I think we can wait. So wait at least Friday, Saturday for that. If Njoku's 100% healthy, let's just say, you're starting Njoku for sure. It is trending that way. Yes, I do believe Jamar Chase plays. I don't expect him to be 100%. I just told somebody to start DK Metcalf over Jamar Chase this week, early on in the stream. I do. I have Lamar in one league. It's a weird, terrible situation. So it's a super flex league. So Lamar's doing all right. It's just, he's not doing great. I know this question wasn't towards me, but I made it towards me. All right, I gotta use the restroom. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Give me a second here. We'll be back real soon, guys. Ooh, I like this one. Hold on. Oh, this one's cool. I like this one. Here we go. All right, I'll be right back. Yo, guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Ready to hack a friend. Who's still here? Raise your hand. Does anyone have Cooper Cup in a Dynasty League? Raise your hand too. If you're still here, raise your hand. And if you're still here and you have Cooper Cup in a Dynasty League, raise your hand twice. Yeah, I think this was really easy actually. I think this is a cool logo for if you have Cooper Cup on your team, call your team name Cuphead. I think it was fast, it was easy. I think it's great. Oh, I didn't even notice that his gloves are the color of the LA yellow. They're very close to that color. So that's really cool. Let's go ahead and I think we just make the background white. I think white's the best. Okay, let's save this. Cuphead, Cuphead. Save this. All right, let's go. Uh, just make sure the circle crop would work good. It would not. It's pretty close though. Let's just make it a little bigger. Here we go. I think we're good right here. Let's go ahead and save this. Cuphead, Cuphead. What's one of those websites? No, we don't need to hack anyone's lineup. Let's just have fun. Let's just chill. It's all good. What's one of those? Is it IMG? Image UR. I think that's the best place. Is that the best place to upload stuff for hosting? I think so. I'm honestly not sure. Don't do too much editing. What is this going? Let's go, man. Looks like you're making playoffs. Just stay strong. Right? Never let the right just stay hungry. Stay hungry. Confident. You're confident. I already know that. Stay humble too. Singletary or Montgomery? We're gonna go with Montgomery on this one. Yeah, let's go Montgomery. No, he's in a super flex league, by the way. There it is, guys. Here's the link. I think you can. Is that the way you can get it? Copy image address. Okay, so here's the actual link. Well, I'm using a white background, so we don't. Yeah, we'll just leave his shoes brown. White would suck on a white background. We could make them blue or yellow, but just gonna leave them brown. But there is the link. And let me go to my leagues and let me tag the guys with Cooper Cup. Let me drop this in the chat. Just in my 2 Dynasty leagues. One Nation. I'll show you all my leagues. I wanna show some pain. People like my pain. I also want, you know what? I'm gonna knife fighting? You mean monkey knife fight? Nah, I'm not partnered with them anymore. Um, the guy who found me on Monkey Knife Fight was a huge couch fan. He loves me. He loves the couch. He left Monkey Knife Fight. He works for like a casino now for the marketing team. And I was about to approach them, but like I didn't want to work with them anymore, and it's not because of them or anything. I just didn't. I wanted to take on less sponsors. Good for my mental health, less stress. So I'm not playing DraftKings, not playing Monkey Knife Fight, one less sponsor. Really helped me out this year. I get to relax a lot more, get burnt out a lot less, and a lot less faster this football season. Um, if you're asking about Monkey Knife Fight, well, I don't know if you're trying to make some cringy joke about me actually fight. Oh, you are. You are asking about Monkey Knife Fight. I've been on your live chats. I do remember you had a little MK. Now, to be fair, I want to show you guys my worst team. I think it's only fair. Keep in mind, this is on experimental dark mode, so everything's gonna look like crap. Experimental dark mode. It's crazy. But here's my squad here. Zoom in a bit. This is my worst team. This is the only team where I'm eliminated in. It was really hard to draft from the 1.01 for all of us. That took JT. It really was. JT hurt us a lot. Um, I don't have too many regrets. I wish I took Tyreek Hill. I mean, like, when I talk about regrets, I mean, like, in hindsight, like, I know all the moves now, but I'm trying to think, if I don't know what's going on, what did I really do wrong? And I think the only thing is I probably should have drafted Jalen Hurts, that I could really see, that I could really, like, I should have went QB early. That, like, I really, really know, like, what's going on. Um because you figure you're gonna hit on a wide receiver, and I got pretty unlucky. Brady fell off this year, a little bit unlucky. Hollywood Brown was a huge hit, and then he gets hurt, and just a bunch of misses. I don't know. It just whatever. I'm not even trying to make excuses, but this is hands down my worst team, my worst record. It's the only team where I am eliminated from playoffs. Um, That's the couch league. And what really sucks about that, it is one of my most important leagues. For sure. Like I'm not an excuse guy. It is. I can't really say which one's the most important league to me and this and that. I do have some that are very important. Like the Throne League is a league where we drafted together as a community. That's very important to me. The Couch League is very important to me. The NFT league I'm in is very important to me because it's the most like biggest buy-in, $200 buy-in for a redraft. My biggest buy-in league for redraft. Yeah, it's a $200 buy. So obviously that's important because that's the most money. Yeah, so it sucks, but in Patreon league, I'm doing okay. 6-5. I have no quarterback, and who I think Brees Hall got hurt. Cooper Cup got hurt. Yeah. But I'm 6-5 in that league. I'm just going in order of my sleeper. Couch Vampire. Hello. Couch Hackula, baby. I am in second place, just a few millimeters behind first place. I'm 8-3. I'm stealing all the awesome players. I got Jalen Hurts. Let me zoom in once for you guys. I got Hurts. I got Henry. I got Mixon. I got Jefferson. I got Adams. I got Kels. I got Brett Maher. I got Chiefs D. I got Eagles D in reserve. I got P. Ryan in reserve. Latavius, Jeff Wilson, Rashad White, Chris Olave on the reserve. Plenty of options on reserve. Rashad White, Pacheco, all those dudes on reserve. Christian Watson on reserve. Some good kickers too. Dicker, Suck Up, some good kickers for sure. Not a lot of good quarterbacks other than maybe Geno. Yeah, but I'm starting Jalen Hurts. Yeah, I messed up on the quarterback, and then Cooper Cup got hurt. I other than that, I absolutely knocked it out the park in Patreon. Your opinion about Swift and Williams this week versus Buffalo? I'm terrified. I'd bench both if I could. But yeah, the vampire is strong. I am. What am I? 8-3. This is like my best league. Who's P1 in that league? What's their team look like? Oh, that's Dak. He's a huge Couch Fam supporter, just Dak. He killed it. I mean, he's 9-2. Obviously, he killed it. Josh Allen, Ken Walker. Remember, these guys cannot trade. They cannot drop players. They cannot add players. They can't do anything. It's draft and that's it. Yeah, he's got a killer team. Josh Allen. I'll just name his best players: Allen, Walker, Chubb, Waddle, Juju's okay, Knox is okay, Montgomery, Miles Sandane, he killed it. Lockett, dang Cup, that's gonna hurt him. Ayuk, he's still great. Matt Gay, what a great kicker, but just the Rams are just falling off. How does being a vampire work? Here, visuals is oops. Visuals is what's best for this. So essentially, it's a 12-team draft, but really it's an 11-team draft. So I don't draft. This is me. We did a random drawing on who's the vampire, and I got to be the vampire. And I didn't draft, so I just dressed up like a vampire on the live stream. Here it is, fantasy couch vampire. Wait. Yeah, so I just dressed up like a vampire, watched everyone draft. So I can add and drop any player I want from the waivers. I get sloppy seconds. These guys cannot trade, add, or drop. They can't do anything. Once they draft, they're stuck with these players for the entire season. The big part about this league is that every time I win, I get to steal a player. So that's really cool. Um, if I decide to steal a player, I have to give back a player that I started at the same position. So, just earlier, I stole Devontae Adams this week, and I gave my opponent Debo Samuel. So I gave him Debo, I stole Adams. And when I stole Debo, I gave him, like, Traquan Smith or something. Yeah, it was a and this was my first time doing, like, anything close to a actual cosplay. The t I barely got the teeth on. They were like this glue. I mean, we're talking about some real, vampire teeth here, not no cheap stuff. It's a real deal, man. Um, yeah, so Vampire League, I'm killing it. Auction League, I'm doing pretty bad, 4-7. Made some good trades though. Let me see. I felt like I crushed this draft. Brees Hall killed me again. Yeah, I drafted Brees Hall. That hurt me. No wide receivers. I did the same thing in the couch league. Didn't draft any wide receivers that except Hopkins, which was at least that's one good decision I made. Duos league. This one was just all bad luck. We had 12 or 13 injuries. So Mike Thomas got hurt. Who else got hurt? Cordero Patterson got hurt. Jahan Dotson got hurt. Tua got hurt. Teddy Bridgewater got hurt. With just a long list of all our players getting injured. Pittman even missed the game. Julio got hurt. Just so many injuries. So like 12 players got injured, but we're still not eliminated. We're 4-7. It's basically done. First down league, we're 5-6, barely hanging on. It's a super flex league where you get points for first downs. It's super crazy. We didn't draft good quarterbacks, but at least we got 3. We drafted Jimmy G, and he's probably our best quarterback. Matt Ryan, Russell Wilson. That's terrible. But we're scrappy, man. We're scrappy. Throne League. This is a league that we all drafted as a community. I'm proud to say we are 6-5. We're in 6th place. This is one of the most competitive leagues as far as the records being super close. Let me zoom in one time on that right here. Seems like everyone is super close to being 500. You know what? I've been contemplating this Vampire League thing as I'm expecting next year to do it again and not being the vampire. And I'm thinking the best way for the league to work if you're a non-vampire is to get everyone on board to draft 3 quarterbacks. 3 times 11 is 33. That would leave the vampire virtually without a quarterback for a long time. And a quarterback scores what on average 17 fantasy points, whatever it is, 16. It's a lot. So that's think about the Vampire's already going with sloppy seconds and doesn't have a good team. And now they're getting 0 from the quarterback position. So I really think that is the key is for everyone to draft 3 quarterbacks. You can't force everyone to do it though. That's the thing. You got to get all 11 people on board, and some may not do it on draft day. That's what's crazy. And it's kind of collusion, but I did a podcast, and on the podcast, I was talking about fantasy goals. Like, you got to know your goals, you got to know the league settings. And I was saying specifically, really applies to Vampire. Like, my number 1 goal in Vampire was to steal players early and often. It wasn't anything else. Like, that was my goal by far. It wasn't like, oh, should I steal this guy for this kid? No, it was all about stealing players and getting an early snowball effect. I figure if I steal player early, a lot of good things happen. Number 1, I get a win. Number 2, my team gets stronger. And number 3, their team gets weaker. And then number 4, it helps me win future games, future matchups. So it was like, that's all I was focused on is getting the next win. So even if I stole a player and it would just get me the next win the very next week, just theoretically, hypothetically, I would do it to go steal a player. Because what does that mean? That means I just won two weeks in a row. That's what that means. If I stole a player in order to steal another player the next week, that means I just got 2 wins. Anytime you can go 2-0 in a given 2 weeks, you do that. And also what? I got 2 players stolen. Like, so I just added 2 stud players. Like, you got to take that. So that was my goal as being Vampire. And it worked out very well, actually, because a lot of times I made decisions that seemed like the wrong decision, but now I don't really regret it. Like, I don't. Like, I got my QB, I got my tight end Kelsey, you're right. Like, I got all the guys. Saquon should bounce back. This week's gonna be hard though. Let them get through this week. Give Saquon a pass this week. All right, don't be too hard on him. Then this season, the Vampire would have gotten Jimmy G very early. Yeah, that's this season. Yeah, I mean, sure. But that's my main. And when I'm a vampire killer in a vampire league, my main concern is the vampire. That's the thing, though. I'll take that risk. And Jimmy G wasn't that great. He's like QB 19, so it's not like it's the best. And he has a bye week, so it's like, all right. I mean, there was other like he would have Jimmy G, then he'd have Heineke, he'd have PJ Walker. Like, it's really not that great. This year they didn't do that, and I won week 2. I started Carson Wentz, Jahan Dotson, and I squeezed out a win. Like squeezing a blood orange, squeezing the juice out of a blood orange. Carlson or Maher this week. Let's go with Daniel Carlson. Kyler or T-Law? I'm starting Kyler if he plays. Yeah, Giants are also having issues too, but um, it doesn't affect the kicker too much. What Hopkins rest his season with Hopkins will be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Other Cardinals will get injured. By the way, Zach Ertz is injured. By the way, Rondell Moore is injured. AJ Green is irrelevant, basically. So yeah, don't like what are you worried about? Yeah, trust me. Like, don't worry. Other Cardinals will go down. They always do. It always happens. By the way, we just made this, guys. You already know the answer. But I know you watch all the videos. It's we're going Brett Maher. It's close though. Like I said, all those guys are awesome. Can we make this bigger? No. That's cool. There we go. Pat's D rest of the season. I haven't formulated an opinion now, but we'll do that now. As you know, matchups are super important for defenses. I mean, they placed the Bills week 13. I don't like that. 14. They're just okay. I don't care for them. They're okay. Average. Top 12 ish. Oh yeah, there's more questions. Go with Evan Ingram instead of Hayden Hurst. Cowboys D or Eagles D? Go with the Cowboys D. Jameson Williams is not it's not really a big thing in redraft. His biggest attribute is that he can go on your IR spot. No, we don't do drafters today. I'm gonna do my rankings though. Hey, what's up? Hey, we were just talking about you. We're going over the Vampire League. They were asking about your team. So, I do have some more good teams. We started off with my worst team. I got some good teams here. I am in second place in the Couch Dynasty League. Really proud of that. 8-3. And what's funny is I don't trade a lot in this league. So I drafted Mahomes from day one, his sophomore year. I drafted Saquon in our startup, his rookie year. I drafted Ramondre in our rookie draft, his rookie year, obviously. I drafted Diggs in the startup. I traded for Debo. I traded Ayuk for Debo straight up. Love that. Drafted Sutton in the startup. Drafted Kittle in the startup. Drafted the Slim Reaper Devontae Smith in his rookie year. Zappy's a rookie. Yeah, all these guys I drafted. Dameon Harris, I think I drafted him. Singletary, I got at the end of round 1 in the rookie draft. It was a bad rookie year. Eli Mitchell, I got his rookie year. Claypool's, yeah, all these guys like I basically drafted. It's crazy how I just did it all. Oh no, it's not you honestly don't even have to rewind. People were just like, who's the first place team? That's all they were asking. So I just showed your team. It wasn't a big. It's probably not worth the rewind. But yeah, this is Dag here. Thanksgiving Dak here. That's his team. He's in first place, and I'm right behind him. He's got a killer team. It's probably going to be me and you in the championship, I'd imagine. Something close to that. Us two for sure have the best teams. This guy has a lot of points, though. Well, he's got Justin Fields. That might not work out well. He's got Mariota backing up. Okay. Goddard. Yeah, I don't know about this. Oh, Goddard and Mandrews. That's good. This guy's got a good team. Good team. Oh, Tyreek. Yeah, he's got a good team. All right. We'll see. So this guy's got a really good team. So I think it's really us three. This guy's team's pretty good, but probably won't outlast. It's a good squad, though, with Mahomes. You mean did I beat my last matchup? Yeah, I won. You didn't see what I did? I stole Devontae Adams. I don't know who you're talking about, but I won whoever no. Did you beat the guy? I don't know what you're talking about. I beat Jared and I stole Devontae Adams. That's all I know. But yeah, I want give me some pumpkin pie. What do you want? Bunch of punks. Yeah, it's killing it on Dynasty. And then the pace league you can't see because for some reason you can't see it on desktop. How am I doing in the pace league? I'm doing pretty good. There was some guy trying to bet me that Zach Ertz sucked and he hated my team and he's being all stupid. I am currently doing well in this. I am 7-4 in fourth place out of 14 teams. By the way, this league has Scott Fish. Let me see. He just made a move. I'm gonna show you. Has some Raiders players, some Browns players. Has Heath Miller, Adam Rank, Mike Florio. Where's this guy's team? My boy Claude, Gary Barnage, and where is he? Darren Waller's in this league. I can't find it. He makes a lot of moves in this league. There he is, D Wall Street. Yeah, Darren Waller's in this league. Deshaun Watson rest of the season. Let's just say he's a top 8 quarterback to be conservative, and I'd say there's a good chance he'll be top 5. So look at it that he's going to be top 8 at the very least, just to be conservative, and then be like, you know what? This guy has a realistic shot of being top 5. What is it like? What did I learn in business when I'm doing freelance work? They always taught me to it's very cliche, but under promise, over deliver. But it's definitely a huge lesson that I learned. It's very smart, and I always do that. That way, you always satisfy the client. You'll always, right? You always technically be an overachiever, right? It's better to do that. Because doing the opposite means you're canceled. It means you're fired. I didn't want to live with myself being the guy that overpromises and underdelivers. That means you're a failure. It means you can't be relied upon, and you're not going to have any clients. So, no relationships. So, overpromise, underdeliver. And I don't know what the hell we're talking about. Oh yeah, Deshaun Watson. So, want to make sure don't have these crazy fantasies about him being top 3. He could be, but expect him to be top 8. And as a bonus, that extra slice of pumpkin pie, it'll be nice if he's top 5. And who knows, after the pumpkin pie's gone, maybe somebody comes and brings an extra slice. I don't know. It could happen. It's happened to me. I've eaten There's been plenty of Thanksgivings where I've eaten 2 turkeys, not like 2 whole turkeys of myself. I mean, like, 2 so I eat like a turkey, and then I go and I get a smoked turkey, right? Sometimes I get a deep fried turkey. I don't recommend the deep fried turkey at all. Smoked turkey, hands down, is where it's at. Smoked turkey. If you're gonna eat turkey, you know what? I'm just gonna say this right now. Screw turkey for Thanksgiving. I don't even want it, except if it's smoked. Am I a spoiled brat and I have high standards now? Yeah. I mean, I'm an old guy now. I demand a good turkey, and it's got to be smoked because deep fried is just it's too much, dude. It's usually too salty. It's ridiculous. I'm not with the deep fried turkey. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't taste good, but it's like it's just too much. I like lighter stuff. So smoked turkey, if you've never had it, it's amazing. It's also safer too than deep frying it. You just got to have like 14 hours. Or I think some people do is they smoke it and then they cook the rest in the oven. Would you start Watson over Dak or Herbert? Sure. Let's just see how he does, though. He's doing right. Houston the first week. Let's just see how he does. Take it one step at a time, my friend. Let's wait for him to be alive and play. Week 13. I don't know if we're starting him week 13. But answering your question is take it one step at a time. Now, week 13, that's a question, right? The plan is to bench him, but you never know. You figure he's going to be better than Brissett right off the gate. Like, Dak Prescott's going against the Colts. That's not that great. That's okay. Herbert. So we're starting Herbert week 13, and then I think week 13, Deshaun Watson versus Dak. That's the question you want to ask, not the question you're asking. You're asking the wrong question. Forget that question. I'm not getting in a long-term commitment with who I'm starting for the rest of my life. But week 13, that is a question. So Herbert's your number one start. He's going up against the Raiders as long as that team's healthy, right? Mike Williams might be coming back. That's great. We start him. Now, between Dak and Deshaun Watson, we may start Deshaun Watson. We might. I'm going to look at the Vegas lines. I'm going to see what's up. I'll probably start Dak. We'll probably just go Dak and Herbert. Probably bench Watson his first game. He's got some bad matchups. Bengals, Ravens, bad matchups. And he's got the Saints and Commanders. We'll see. I think he tears it up like Madden, hand chop, and a turducken. His first week against the Texans, yeah, the Browns should smash. Him coming back versus Houston is a coincidence or no? To technically answer your question, no, it's not a coincidence, because to be a coincidence, you would have to assume that the commissioner doesn't know, the commissioner and whoever's deciding doesn't know the schedule, didn't look at it, and if they did, they're 100% non-biased, which we know there's no humans that are non-biased. So technically, it is not a coincidence. Now, the other question you would ask, like, did they do it like totally on purpose? Probably. Yeah, because they probably had a number that was close to it, and maybe they pushed it up one. Maybe it was a 12-game suspension or an 8-game, and then they're just like, let's just make it 11. So it's not a coincidence. That would be pretty much impossible because of the reasons I said. But is it basically like totally on purpose? Yeah, there's a good chance. There's a good chance they did it. Like, yeah, on purpose. Like, for sure. Like, all right, instead of 12, let's make it 11. What do we got? We got some emojis on my new logo, I think. What is this? Oh, we got a What is this? A laughing? No, this is a laughing, and then yeah. Cooper Cuphead. We got a new logo, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so proud. It was so easy. I'm so proud of it though. Like it's pretty sick. Bro, it's not that crafty, dog. We do this in fantasy all the time. Like I just added the Browns D. We did it. I added the Browns D 1 week before. I added the Cowboys D like 6-7 weeks ago. Like we do this. You don't think guys who get like a multi-billion-dollar business isn't gonna figure this out? Like, come on. It's not that crafty. It's just honestly what you're saying is right. It's just the word extremely. you make it sound like Roger Goodell is like this dude's like genius, like next level, like Einstein. Like he's like, hey, guys, forget about that. I'm Roger Goodell. If for those that don't know me, I'm Roger Goodell. And I have an even better idea. How about we don't suspend him the number of games that you guys said, and we suspend him 11? And then someone raises their hand and he goes, what is it? And he says, what is it, Jerry? And then Jerry says, why 11? And then Roger Goodell starts doing his evil villain laugh. Because he plays the Texans when he comes back. And then all the owners are doing all their math and figuring out the bye week and being like, holy F. You're a genius. You're a mad scientist, Roger Goodell. And you, my friend, are extremely crafty. There you go. Would you trade Diggs for Zeke and T. Higgins? No. Stop it. Terrible trade. Get out of here. Keep Diggs. All right, guys, we're going to end it there. I want to wish everyone a happy Black Friday, Merry Cyber Monday, joyous Thanksgiving / Turkey Day. Enjoy yourselves. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Go get some wins. Enjoy tomorrow. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I love Thanksgiving. Number one, because of the football games. They're sick. And number two, the food. I mean, it's great. Like, there's really nothing like football games on Thanksgiving. I like it. All right, guys. Take care. Peace out.